bit that you can read on the sheet about annuities. Really, annuities you're just looking at is basically annuity, basically a regular scheduled payment or investment of some kind. The most common annuities are mortgages. So you are making payments, okay, on these. So the TVM solver changes a bit. I tried to sort of show it there. If you look over at our TVM solver poster on the board, the blue writing is for annuities, okay? So, and this is now the number of payment, not the years, okay? So how many payments are taking place? I is the same as before, it's the percent of interest. PV is the same as before, it's present value. PMT is no longer zero, but instead the payment amount. Remember, negative. So your payment's going to be a negative value in the calculator because it's coming out of your pocket. You're spending that money. Okay? Future value, FV, is the same. PY now becomes the number of payments per year. Okay? When we were doing it before, PY stayed 1 because you were only making a one-time payment. Now you could be paying every month or every 4 months or whatever. Okay? And CY is the same before. It's your compounding per year. Okay? Again, everything is over on that sideboard for your TVM solver. Okay? The blue is for your annuities. The blue is for your annuities. Okay, so you guys have this sheet, I believe. So number 1, 1,250 is invested at the end of each year for 4 years into a fund that pays 3.24 per year, compounded annually. Use a timeline to determine the future value of the annuity. So, a timeline is just a longer way of calculating. On your midterm or test, you might have to calculate a timeline, okay? But all you do is, year 1, you start with this amount of money. It comes over and you just do your straight line interest so I know how much it is, okay, including your interest. Year 2, I do it again, I get my value, and this is just your year changes, 3, 2, 1, etc., and so on. So this, all you're doing is, based on the year, you're just doing your A equals P bracket 1 plus I to the n. Remember our basic equation, or FV equals PV, it's right up on there. The only thing that changes here is your n would change for year 1, year 2, year 3, and then you add everything up. Does that make sense for how you do it table-wise? Now, of course, we're not going to use the table right now. We're going to use our graphing calculator, okay? So again, on your graphing calculator, before you do anything, clear the RAM. So you want to go second function plus 712, and you should get RAM cleared. Okay, then you're going to hit the apps button, which is blue, and hit line 1 to get to your TVM solver, and you'll get a little screen that looks exactly like the one on the line 1. Okay, so on this question, we're going to just fill in the information. So N, remember, N is now the number of payments. So it says $1,250 is invested at the end of each year for 4 years. So it's only once a year for 4 years. So our number of payments is going to be 4. Our interest rate stays as a percent, it's 3.25. Our present value in this case is 0. Our payment is negative $1,250. Remember, it's negative because that money is coming out of your pocket. Future value is what we're finding out, so we just leave it at 0 right now. Payments per year. We are paying once a year. Compounding per year. It is compounded annually, so this is also 1. So using your graphing calculator, you just plug in these numbers. So 4, 3.25, 0, 0, negative, 1250, 0, 1, 1. Okay. Then we know from yesterday, I want that future value highlighted once all these numbers are in, and I hit alpha enter. And I should get the same number as I did here, which I did, $5,249.08. This is 7 cents, but that's just because Calvin, I'll help with the rest of it. Okay? So future value is 5,249 and 7 cents in this case because our decimal is more exact. Okay?
So if you come to future value, you highlight it, and then hit alpha, enter.
Okay. All right, let's try a couple more. Use your TVM solver to determine the future value of each annuity. Okay, so 2A. So 300 is invested at the end of each month for 9 months into an account that pays 2.65 per year compounded monthly. Okay, so I'm just going to fill stuff in here. My number of payments, I'm doing it for 9 months, is going to be 9. My interest is 2.65. Present value is 0. My payment is negative 300. My future value stays 0 right now because I'm going to calculate it. My payments per year. 112? You mean 12? Yeah, so compounded is definitely 12 and is invested at the end of each month, so it's still 12 payments per year. Because I might not be doing it for a full year, but in a year I would make 12 payments because it's monthly. Okay? So it's now 9, 2.65, 0 for negative 300, 0, 12, and 12. Future value is 2723.97. I actually think if you flip to like the next page, there are answers. But you can check them later.